Hello Drive Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera. Today we're going to take a look at the 2017 Toyota 4Runner. This is the TRD Off-Road Premium. And some of you are going to say, what is that? Well, they've actually been changed the names this year. The Trail and Trail Premium are now the TRD Off-Road and TRD Off-Road Premium. So with that being said, Walt, let's give them a walk around. That's the only major changes for this year. Nothing else has really changed, to be honest with you. So for those of you that are Toyota 4Runner fans, or just fans of the look of the car, whatever it might be, not much has changed. They still have the different models in terms of the Limited, the TRD, the TRD Pro Series, the SR5, the SR5 Premium, but the Trail Series is now grouped with that TRD. So you'll see along the side here, let me want to get the wheels right, but 17-inch alloy wheels, as you can see. We always try to point that out. I will open the back door for you, and we can see we did a little bit of muddy off-roading this past week in this vehicle. This comes equipped with the 4-liter V6, I believe, yes, 270 horsepower, 275 pound-foot of torque. I'll talk about that in just a little bit. The off-road premium is one of the better values in this model. This car, as it sits, $43,922, and the biggest add-on is actually one of its biggest features, which is the kinetic dynamic suspension system, which in layman's terms essentially allows you to drive this car on-road and off-road at the same time without having to have a ton of issues or discomfort on-road. As I come to the back here again, you'll see the typical 4Runner back end. We'll open this up. This does have a really nice cargo sliding area back here, to where if you put a cargo mat, or not cargo mat, but if you put some gear or something in here and you wanted to pull it out, let's say you were taking it fishing, for example, you could do that. I do want to pull it out. You've got the 40-20-40 folding or center seat, to where you could put larger objects on or through there, so skis, something like that, and still fit 4 full-size people. You do have an outlet right over here, which is a really nice feature, and there is more storage back up in here. Walt, we'll put that back down, just like that. So some other storage. That is a really nice feature. You don't have to get that. That's an added option. No power gate, which is something to note. Not a big deal. Right here, one of our personal favorite features. You'll notice no windshield wiper. It's actually hidden up underneath here, which is a great feature and something we would actually like to incorporate this on some of the higher end Toyota models, the Lexus models, I should say. It's a great feature, just gives it a nice clean back look. As we come along here, I will point out this is a nice matte finish that they've done to signify that this is the TRD off-road. If you get the TRD Pro Series, it's going to be a little bit more geared to the off-road side of things, even than the off-road is. That's kind of a tongue twister there, but just some nice, I think a nice matte gray emblem there, which I think actually is a very colorful taste. We open the front, and I'm actually going to pull the key so you don't have that annoying dinging the entire time as we're showing you the front cabin. Everything's pretty much the same, and actually not even pretty much, it is the same. There's not a whole lot of difference from 2016 to 2017 for this model. There's a lot of different switches and stuff, and Walt, as you show them, we will show them the sunroof, and then we'll show them up by where the visor's at. That's your crawl control, your off-road settings, your locking differential, which is real nice, and just a few quick things to note before we get to the opinion portion here, which is if you're looking for the off-road capability, you know, the locking rear differential, the kinetic dynamic suspension system I was talking about, and you're also still getting some of the premium features, this is definitely the car to look at. The Limited is going to be much more premium on the inside, not as quite off-road oriented. The TRD off-road is going to be, or sorry, the TRD Pro is going to be much more off-road oriented, not a whole lot of premium features. And real quick on this vehicle, you do have front heated seats, and you've got a nice vinyl upholstery that's almost leather-like, but it's vinyl, so it's really easy to clean, especially when you do those off-road gigs. So as we come over here and finish around the front, our opinion, 2017 TRD 4Runner, Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. Fantastic vehicle, really fun to drive. You can take this car anywhere, especially in the mountains here, Colorado. You can take it off-road. Our one and pretty much our only complaint with this vehicle, and Toyota, if you're listening, please take this into consideration, especially at our altitude, this does not have enough power. You will literally whomp on this thing, and you're still wanting more. Whether you can put a supercharger as an optional add-on, a different engine in here, whatever it would be. I can tell you my wife's Highlander, 2017 Highlander with, I believe it's got a 3.5 liter V6 in it, runs better than this 4 liter does. May just be me, just a personal opinion in it. Fuel economy wise, 17 and 2018, honestly, that's not even a big thing for us because you're not buying this car for fuel economy purposes. You're buying it to go off-road. I just would like a little bit more power, at least a little bit more available power, if applicable, or if you could do that, Toyota. So other than that, though, fantastic car, 4 stars from us. If you want to check this vehicle out, head to your local Toyota dealer, get your family in it. Real quick to note, does fit a car seat in it. It is a couple inches higher than your typical kind of crossover SUV, so something to note if you do have a car seat, and that's about the only thing that prevented us from buying this over the Highlander. You just get a few more creature comforts with the Highlander at roughly a similar price. So if you want to learn more about this vehicle, head to your local Toyota dealer, tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.